This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Good morning. Good afternoon, I should say. I should say that. I think there's going to be a lot of sore heads around after the massive grand final weekend.
Absolutely.
2 p.m. on a Monday. Do you think anyone is still hungover? Is it possible? Because on the way into work 2 hours ago, I saw a very sad and sorry football supporter still wandering around the streets.
Oh, wow. They haven't found their home yet.
They have not. They have not. In the meantime, I need to hear if you're still hungover, though. This is what we're talking about.
We want to hear, like, the gravel in your throat.
Yes, it needs to be diabolical or we'll just hang up on you. I've got a little update for you in my bum bag of possibility today. I have, look, $1,000.
Cash money.
$1,000, but I need $1,600. If you've seen it on Instagram or listened to the show last week, you realise that I don't know how to get money from an ATM. And I went to an ATM today. I still couldn't get it. Somebody helped me.
Okay, good.
And then left me alone and had given me the wrong account. I ended up having to get a cash advance off my credit card for this and pay 3%.
Oh, no, Swan.
And I still don't have enough money for this floorboard guy.
You need another $600 cash.
I do.
Well, I'm glad you're alive and that he hasn't killed you.
Fingers crossed.
But I think I said I'd do it Friday, but I think today I should go and get the cash out for you.
Can you please?
Yes,
That would be
absolutely.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Chrissy's Say G'day.
Now, obviously, Priceline Pharmacy is where you go for your makeups and your cosmetics and your skincare, but also very good on the hangover cures. Very, very good. Very good. I would like to take this opportunity to recommend from my drinking days. I haven't had a drink in about 970 days.
Wow, that's a long time.
It's a really long time. I'm better for it. Thank you for asking. But I used to absolutely mainline the Hydrolytes.
Yeah.
And they are good. Taylor, do you need some Hydrolytes from Priceline Pharmacy?
Yeah, I think I do. My head's a little bit sore today, so some Hydrolytes would be lovely.
Can I also recommend, I don't know if this is like a contravention of the TGA or whatever, but I really love the product Maxigesic. Couple of Maxigesics and a Hydrolyte, and you, bingo dolly grey, as my gran used to say.
I'll be like brand new.
You'll be like brand new. You got a $50 Priceline Pharmacy voucher, Taylor. Thank you. And get to bed and get some greasy food. Marissa, do you need some greasy food? What do you need?
Well, just like you, Chrissy, I don't drink, but I am socially hungover for the week.
Oh, my God, I hear you. So many people, Marissa.
It was a lot. And it was a lot of back-to-back stuff. I feel like I need a week to recover.
Yes. And have you got a little bit of a sensory problem, Marissa, I'm guessing? A little bit of a sensory...
I don't think so.
Okay, I think you might... I mean, I don't want to diagnose you. Why would I? But I feel like there's a sensitivity there and you probably need some time alone.
I'd love time alone.
Yes.
I would love
That's one good thing about having the alcohol hangover is it kind of numbs any social hangover.
That's true.
It overtakes it.
That's true, Marissa, and I can see where you live, so you'll be down to the Priceline Pharmacy in the centre of the universe. Min will look after you, give you everything
I'm
you
there
need.
all the time. Absolutely.
Me too. I basically live there. John is from Ryde in Sydney, and I've got a great hangover cure for you, John.
What have you got for me, Chrissy?
Go down to there's a bakery there in a shopping centre called Top Ryde Bakery, and it's the best banh mi I've ever had.
Oh, you're not wrong. There's always lines out the door for that place.
I know.
You've got to get there early in the morning.
You got to get there early. Look, and you don't generally want a banh mi at 10 a.m, but when you're hungover, you do. You got to do what you got to do to get it in your guts. What did you? Which grand final were you watching?
I watched both over the weekend, so obviously watching the Lions get robbed on Saturday, and then my team got up, the Panthers, so very happy about that.
Oh, anyone who's been following the Broncos are very sad.
Very sad. Unfortunately, Adam Reynolds is not a bad player.
How many hours of sleep did you get last night, John?
Sleep, not sure what you're referring to.
Well, get your banh mi in, and there's a Priceline Pharmacy voucher too for some Hydrolyte. Thanks,
Fantastic,
John.
guys. Appreciate it.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
No one, especially women of a certain age, should ever feel invisible, disconnected or unimportant. Priceline Pharmacy celebrates you and all your uniqueness at every age because at Priceline, it's always a festival of you.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Are you a man, and do you think about the Roman Empire more than other people think you do or should?
I'm so glad you're bringing this up because I've obviously been seeing this trend over TikTok and Instagram over the past couple of weeks.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's because I didn't finish school, but I don't understand
No.
what the Roman Empire is.
It is enough of that negative self-talk, Jack. You need to go and see a therapist about your feelings of inadequacy because it's nothing to do with that. Apparently, so it started with a post that said, how often do you think about ancient Rome? Ask your husband/boyfriend/father/brother. You will be surprised by their answers. So 13, 24, 10. Do you think about the Roman Empire a lot? Because apparently something like between 70 and 80% of men think about it on a daily basis. The rise and fall of this ancient civilization.
I just don't believe that. Like,
I know. And nobody's calling. So maybe this is a huge ruse. And I feel like it is too because I've known men my whole life and not once has anyone said, hey, what about the Roman Empire?
It's never come up in convo.
It can't be that much of a secret code.
No, I feel like all these dudes are just going along with the trend and making everyone else feel like in more.
Ryan Reynolds, the big man himself, who we are going to be talking about later in Clickbait
Yes.
because he has thrown his weight behind the Taylor and Travis relationship.
Yep.
He has come out and said he absolutely does think about the Roman Empire a lot. But
Liar.
do I believe him?
I don't.
It's also spun off into, all right, if it's not the Roman Empire that you're thinking about all the time, what is it? And I saw a little vox pop on the red carpet of the recent Australian Women in Music Awards.
Yep.
And that was the question. So it absolutely is in the zeitgeist, this Roman Empire thing.
I love it. And this has been the best part about the trend is seeing what other people's Roman Empire is.
Yes.
What is yours?
Mine is food
Okay.
and like lists. I'm always thinking of different places to get different things.
So are we
Food, eating.
like lists of food and restaurants or lists in general?
No, lists for cooking.
Really?
Not in restaurants, yeah. So today's Roman Empire for me, vis-a-vis food, is I'm doing homemade falafels tonight.
Right.
And so I'm like, I want to, Leo made some labna this morning, some yogurty labna. Oh my God, I'm salivating just thinking about it. And I had to get some mint and some rice bran also that I can fry the falafels. I think about food 24/7.
Right.
Yeah. But not just like, oh, I'm going to go and get a pie.
No.
It's about creating the flavours. I think about flavours. That's my Roman Empire.
And are you running through like the method of what to do with
Yes.
each recipe? And
Yes.
it's not like me hungover being like, I can't wait for that Big Mac.
No. It's
Yeah, right.
it's a creative and strategic process.
I
and
love
I think
that.
about it all the time.
You really need to do a cookbook.
I do, don't
You
I?
do.
I do. I might next year.
I think I'll make that your goal.
What is hang on, before we get to you, Jack,
Yeah.
your Roman Empire, Dylan, what do you think about this Roman Empire thing? Are men thinking about it secretly and obsessively?
Definitely not. I can 110% vouch for you. I was just talking to the boys at work as I left, and none of the boys think about it. It's definitely not true. Just a TikTok trend in my opinion.
So we've been had, have we, Dylan?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
We've been had, have we, as a society from a social media
100%,
construct?
100%.
So, Dylan, let's dismiss the fact that everyone's thinking about the Roman Empire. What is on your mind 24/7?
Collingwood winning the flag.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Thanks, Dylan, for dispelling the myth. Now, Jack, what is your Roman Empire?
I mean, I'm going to have to be honest here. It's Saturday night. All week, every week, I think about Saturday night.
Outfits, the drinks, the
Where I'm
people.
going.
I love it.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Who am I? A queen in the kitchen? Could be. Now find your queen vanilla in the baking aisle to discover how a little queen does wonders in your bakes.
Who is it? Chrissy Swan's Who Am I?
Casey, did you do any baking or cooking on the weekend?
No, I'm really not a cook.
Oh, no.
I'm
this
with
is-
you, Casey.
This is very sad. Well, I'm just going to show off now because my 10-year-old daughter made the most delicious chocolate brownie from scratch on her own.
Go Peg.
That's a good effort.
It's a really good effort. But you've got a baby, I can hear, Casey. So
I know, I'm sorry.
Oh, please don't apologise. I'm just saying you don't have time to cook.
Yeah, no.
Be careful with your bar mix when you're making your pureed pumpkin and stuff, though, Casey.
Why?
Because you can get your finger stuck in that.
Ow.
I did that once when I was sleep deprived.
Stop.
And I went and had my greys done today, and my hairdresser has done the same thing. So be very, very careful. And I feel like it's a little bit Mystic Chrissy. Be careful, Casey.
Oh, no.
That doesn't sound great.
Well, what does sound great is hundreds of dollars of cash for you. I got $500 here for you, Case. Let's see how you go.
I would love that.
Clue number 1. This is a tricky one. Whoever wrote these clues, not me, doesn't want you to win this $500. Jack, any names that come to mind?
It was me today.
Clue number 1. I played the role of a secretary called Stacey in the 2006 film Click alongside Adam Sandler. I'm going to tell you, this person is Australian.
Yep.
And so it was a really big deal to see her in this big Hollywood movie.
No.
Clue number 2 for $400 cash.
I have appeared on The Masked Singer 3 seasons ago, I think. 3 seasons. As a dragonfly.
Oh my God, this is bad.
I just did a deep...
Did anyone just hear that deep burp?
Diet Coke burp. Casey, did you hear the Diet Coke burp that just came? Anyway. Sorry.
All right. Clue number 3 for $300 cash, Casey.
It was like my mouth was closed.
I know, it just
inside
came-
my throat.
Came out of the throat.
Clue number 3. I was once engaged to Benji Madden.
And
God, this is a really
and
deep
she's Australian.
dive. This is a deep dive on this person.
Sophie Monk?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to give you
We'll
that,
give it to you.
even though it was after the buzzer. Yes, $300 cash.
Chrissy's burp was distracting. You get the $300 cash, Casey.
It just came out of nowhere. It was one of those gurgly ones deep within.
Oh, we heard.
Chrissy's clickbait.
I cannot tell you how obsessed. Okay, I'll tell you what my Roman Empire is. Taylor Swift.
Obviously.
And Travis Kelce.
I can't believe I didn't bring that up 20 minutes ago when we were talking about that. Of course it's Taylor.
I am gobbling this up like a street cat in Bali.
I'm actually really here for this as well. Usually Taylor doesn't grab me, but this story does, and Travis Kelce's a vibe.
I just love Taylor so much, and she's coming into her own as not only my queen and queens of billions, queen of her friends. So first of all, we need to discuss, because there's been a full weekend.
There has.
And we haven't talked about how she has Sophie Turner, ex-Jonas,
Yes.
is sleeping on Taylor's couch.
That's a good
All right?
mate.
Now, this is like, Taylor's a queen. She's obviously called her up and said, just come and stay with me.
Yeah.
Come and stay with me. You
And I
don't need
think-
to lift a finger.
I think the kids may have been with her too.
Correct.
Which is huge.
Well, huge for you because you hate animals and children.
No, I don't, but I mean...
Yes, you do. It's okay.
I don't hate them. I just don't want them for myself.
Yes, but it is true. When you open... A friend of mine a few weeks ago was going through a hard time.
Yeah.
And I said to her, just get on a plane and come to the compound. Bring your kids. And even when I said that, I thought, wow, I must really love her.
Yeah.
To have other children in the house. And I do. And Taylor obviously loves Sophie Turner. And Taylor doesn't even have any kids yet. So can you imagine?
That's why I mean it's massive.
So that's number one. Secondly, they've all gone out for dinner. Full girl squad engaged. Blake Lively. Heaven.
Obsessed.
Taylor Swift, Sophie Turner, and another one who I don't know.
I want to find out.
Brittany Mahomes. Brittany Mahomes. You know that she's a ring-in because you can't click on her name.
Yeah, she's got underlined.
Yeah,
There's no further URL.
The other ones have got links, but not Brittany Mahomes. But good on you for getting an invitation, Brittany. Maybe she was the designated driver.
Okay, so that was Saturday night.
Yes, and then they've all gone to the game.
Sunday, which is like happening or it's just finished over in the States.
So they've all got ready at home. They probably had a few cheeky margs, and then they've gone to the game, all of them, and including Ryan Reynolds was there. And I just love this because when you're in a new relationship, if your friends are all aboard,
Agreed.
it's so much easier. And these guys, they must know him or something.
Well, I think because he's such a big deal over there, I think some of them, like Ryan Reynolds is probably a secret fan and quite excited about it. Of
course.
Also, the biggest thing for me with mates that get into a relationship is it's so important to keep your friends close and not just drop them.
Yes.
So I like that she's kind of brought them along for the fun ride.
Absolutely. And we spotted Hugh Jackman there
Yeah.
as well. So he must be in the clique. I mean, I just love it so much. Then there's a little bit of footage of her sitting on his lap, fiddling with his earlobes, which I do with my children. Just be careful that you're not going to parentify him, Taylor.
What do you
just
mean?
be careful.
What's
Just be
parentify?
careful. Well, nobody wants another mummy.
Yeah.
Taylor, just be careful.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
I'm just laughing because I'm remembering this time last week we were gearing up for another episode of Masked Singer, which is on tonight. I was watching it with my daughter Peg.
Yeah.
And in one of the ad breaks was... So the last frame of the Masked Singer was me exclaiming something. Then it went into a Priceline ad. And then it went into the Nova Watch and Win. And she said, Peg calls me Grill, Grill. She's like, Grill, you everywhere. Anyway, I'm going to be everywhere tonight. Masked Singer, 7:30, Channel 10. It is a bumper episode. You will not believe who is under the mask. And I know I often say that. I was going to say I say that every week. I don't say it every week. But this is a good one that nobody saw coming.
Yes.
If you watch, there'll be a code word. And if you remember the code word, you can win $1,000 tomorrow.
Yep, all you've got to do is head to the Nova Player app and register that code word, and we could be calling you back.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Oh, Lauren, how do you do?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all the better for hearing your voice. Did you love any grand final action on the weekend?
No, I really don't like Collingwood, so there you go.
That's very brave because even people that don't like Collingwood, if you're in Melbourne and the grand final's on, you pick a side. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Good on you though, Lauren. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Steph, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so good. Now, I've noticed that you're from Crow's Nest, and it brings to mind a conversation we had on Friday about writing in with a self-stamped addressed envelope to get something for free from like a Channel 9 kids show. And the address was Locked Bag 99, Crow's Nest. Are you across this? Do you live near the Locked Bag?
I don't know.
She doesn't even know what I'm talking about, do you, Steph?
No, I'm sorry.
It's going to be a 13, 24, 10. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say the words Locked Bag 99 Crow's Nest?
Joel Creasy got it. He texted us on
Joel
Friday.
Creasy absolutely got it. All right, girls, this is it. It comes down to this. Your name is your buzzer. It's best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game. And we'll walk away with a Money Can't Buy Chrissy Swan Show bum bag. This is the sort of thing that you would have to send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Locked Bag 99 Crow's Nest for. 13, 24, 10, by the way, if you know what I'm talking about. Question number 1. What do the Penrith Panthers and Collingwood have in common?
Lauren.
Steph.
Lauren?
They both won the grand final this weekend.
Correct. Much to the horror of Queenslanders everywhere, Broncos and the Brisbane. I don't call them the Brisbane Bears.
The Brisbane Lions.
Seriously.
Our friend Jonathan Brown would be livid at you if he heard that.
Absolutely. Question number 2. Which artist released his 7th studio album, Autumn Variations, on Friday?
Lauren.
Yes, Lauren?
I think it's Ed Sheeran.
It is Ed Sheeran. This is for the win, my love. Which European car manufacturer has an X range of vehicles?
Steph.
Yes, Steph?
BMW.
It is BMW. Question number 4. Jacinta Allen is the new Premier of which state?
Steph.
Oh, Lauren, you
Lauren?
just got in.
It's Victoria.
It is Victoria, and you have the bum bag. Now, I don't mean to be rude, but I've got a full switchboard of calls that want to talk about Locked Bag 99 at Crow's Nest.
So we're going to let you go, Lauren and Steph. Lauren, enjoy the bum bag, Steph. Better luck next time. But, Swanee, shall we go to Linda?
Linda, did you ever send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Locked Bag 99 Crow's Nest?
Oh, yeah.
Did you remember what you were trying to win or what you got?
No, I never won anything.
No.
But I was always posting it on. Like, frankly, I don't know whether my mother ever posted it.
She probably didn't. She probably didn't. Let's finish with Tim. Tim, did you ever send a letter to Locked Bag 99?
Yeah, it was back in the day, like in the 90s. It was Australia's funniest home video show.
Tim gets
Yes, Tim gets it.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I want to talk about when your parents have gone too far. I found an article about Arnold Schwarzenegger, who obviously is famous for the Terminator, so I can imagine. And he's German. No, he's Austrian. Austrian, please don't at me. He's Austrian, but those European dads can be pretty full on.
Tough.
You know? And he's built himself up from nothing. So I imagine his parenting is pretty old school and pretty rough. And this proves it. His daughter was talking about how her and her sister would often leave their shoes in front of the fireplace.
Okay.
And he said to them, I can't do an Arnold Schwarzenegger accent. Can you? Can I force you to try it? Please try it.
Okay.
I want to see it. So just say, move your shoes. That's an easy one.
Okay.
Do it.
That's
Do
so
it.
bad.
No one's listening. It's fine.
Move your shoes. It's so bad. No, don't make me do that again.
It's so
You try. You try.
Move your shoes.
We suck.
This is
Move your shoes. No, it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
You sound like Gru.
Let's move on.
Gru from the Minions.
I'm getting anxious sweats.
Anyway, he said to them, move your shoes. And he asked them twice, and on the third time, he threw them into the fire. That is brutal.
I kind of love it.
I mean, I talk a big game with my parenting. You know, I'm a total pushover.
Total.
But I've just had the bathroom renovated, kids' bathroom, and it's so nice. It's the nicest bathroom in the house. It's not ready. Don't worry. It's been going on since Easter, still not ready. One day it will be in the next 5 years. And I've said to them, if you treat this bathroom like you did the old one, I'm padlocking it, and you can use a hose out the backyard to have a shower with. Peg's reaction to that was like, you know, when you're trying to hide a smile,
Yes.
and you have to hide your face because they don't believe a word I say.
I want you to do that just for the plot. Like, I just want to see the photo of the bathroom
Of the
door
locked.
padlocked. Like,
Okay, I'm going to do it.
just for fun.
I'm going to do it because there is nothing I'm more certain of that they will treat that like a pig's pen.
Please, just for a day, purely so we can talk about it on air and I can see a photo of a padlocked bathroom.
And Leo naked in the backyard with a hose. When have your parents gone too far, Schwarzenegger style? Anna, what happened?
Well, I was at school camp, and unfortunately, I was underage. I was 16, and I was caught drinking.
Don't worry, we've all done it, Anna. It's a rite of passage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Anyway, so came home. It was school holidays, just about to start school holidays, and my mum had to come and pick me up from school, did the walk of shame. And my mother got in the car. She said, "That's disgusting." I was so embarrassed. She goes, "You're not going to New Zealand." And I was supposed to be going to New Zealand on my own to see my lifelong friend in NZ, and she canned it.
Oh, Anna, that is brutal.
And I'm still not over it.
No, and nor should you be. I've got a controversial opinion with regard to parenting. I don't think punishment works at all, ever.
No, I'm still scarred from it. And
Yeah.
I'm 49.
Because what does it teach you? You've already done the thing.
Yeah.
I know. It just told me to be resent my mother.
Yeah.
Mum,
Exactly.
Are you listening?
Or to
Send me to New
lie.
Zealand.
Or to lie.
It causes issues between child and parent
It doesn't
long-term.
work. It doesn't work.
Sophie, when did your parents take it too far?
So I don't know about you guys, but when I was really young and I used to fight in the back seat with my brother and my sister, my dad would always threaten that if we kept arguing, that he would kick us out of the car.
Yeah.
And then obviously one day we would probably be like grinding his gears and we were fighting in the back seat of the car, and lo and behold, he pulled the car over, luckily only a few streets away from our house at the time, and kicked us out. Left us on the side of the street and drove around the corner.
And drove away. Do you still remember that feeling of terror and abandonment?
Yeah, absolutely. And like I think my brother was kind of like, "Oh my God, we're up, without a paddle right now, and we had to walk home." But the funny thing is now, as a parent, I threaten it to my 4-year-old.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Did you, Sophie, can I ask, did you stop fighting in the back of the car after that or no?
Oh, no, absolutely. I don't think we ever did it again. And, like, anything, he would just slow the car down, pull it over on the side of the road. If we did anything to try and argue,
I love
we
it.
learned our lesson very,
Oh,
very
well, maybe that
early
punishment
on.
does work. Maybe I've got the wrong idea here. Jacinta, how did your parents overstep the parenting line?
Well, they've done it on many times, but on this one occasion, this was like back in primary school, we got kicked out the house because a pancake was on the floor. Yeah, no one knows how the pancake got there to this day, but all four of us were kicked out the house, told never to come back.
They just wanted you out. They probably put the pancake there.
Yeah, we've been kicked out a few thousand other times, and we learnt that you just go to the top of the yard, wait a few hours, and come back down.
Yes.
Smart.
Yes, very smart. Avoidance. Key. Thanks, Jacinta.
5 nights in Vegas, $1,000 spending money, and Kylie Minogue live. Hi, this is Kylie Minogue. It's Chrissy's Kylie Cassettes. Kylie's new album, Tension, out now, featuring hits Padam Padam and Tension.
Michelle, you are getting first bite at this cherry, my girl.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited.
Did you hear our chat
I
with
think I'm
Kylie
the
last
biggest
week?
Kylie fan of all time.
You are the biggest Kylie fan of all time.
I think so, yes.
Well, imagine.
I've been watching her since Young Talent time.
Oh,
So
my God.
I'm pretty across these I'm hoping I'm going to know this.
Imagine what it would mean to get up early and get in that cab and go to the airport and fly to Vegas. Who would you take with you? Because it's you and a friend.
I'm pretty sure I would take my daughter.
That is endorsed. Completely supported by the Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, good.
All right, Michelle, now breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth because you don't want to stuff this up because you'll just die.
I know.
Okay, here's how it works. We are going to play a warped cassette. I don't know how old you are, Michelle, but remember the cassettes that you played in the car?
Oh, I do.
And then they would get chewed up and you'd have to very delicately with tweezers try and extract them.
I
We
do
are
remember
going to
them.
play our warped cassette of a Kylie song and you have to guess what the song is. We're going to be timing you on your guess. On Friday, whoever has guessed this song correctly in the shortest time will win the trip. You can keep guessing until you get it correct. Is that clear?
Amazing, yes. It
So,
is clear.
Michelle, when you buzz in, don't even worry about saying your name because we know it's you. Just yell out with the name of the song, okay?
Okay, all right.
Alrighty.
Quick game's a good game, Michelle. The quicker you get it, the more likely you are to go.
Tell me when to play it.
Awesome.
1, 2, 3, play.
Padam, padam.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes, Michelle!
Oh, my God.
You are in the draw for this unbelievable life-changing experience.
Oh
You're just
my
going to love it
God.
so much. I hope it's you. I am going to say that to everybody that's in the draw.
Oh, thank you so much, Chrissy.
You are so welcome, Michelle, and make sure you've registered via the Nova Player as we'll be playing again tomorrow.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
New season. Your verdict, Jack, so far. There's only been one episode. How was it?
It was good, and the highlight was Kim and Courtney fighting because it's getting like pretty dark and deep.
Where can you watch it if you want to watch it?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, thank you. I'm a novice, but I love the girls, as you know. But things are getting mean, and I know you've got a sister who you've fought with bitterly.
Yes.
It's not normal not to fight with your sisters.
Yeah.
It's just not normal. I mean, this is part of everyday life, but it's often not a syndicated television show where everybody gets to have a look.
And have an opinion.
And have an opinion. Well, not so with the Kardashians. Courtney, the boring one, and Kim, the elite one. They have been at each other's throats for a few seasons.
Yes. Yep.
There is some issues there, and why wouldn't there be?
Yeah.
Right?
And especially when your sister's Kim, the most famous person in the world, I reckon deep down there's going to be a bit of jealousy.
Of course. Well, there's going to be something.
Something.
There's going to be something. And just because you're related doesn't mean that you have to get along.
True.
That's the bottom line. And these two don't get along. I give you the gift of a phone conversation, of course on speaker. Why wouldn't it be? That was in the first episode of the new season.
All of your friends
That's
call
Kim.
us complaining, whether you think they're the ones going to you, they're all coming to us on the side. We're on a group chat that's actually labeled not Courtney. So we know and have to funnel what your friends are saying to us and have to figure out why you're such a different person and why you have this vendetta
I would
out.
want to be a part of that. It's like you're just a witch, and I hate you.
There's some big words.
Deep.
And obviously Chris hasn't raised them right because you're not allowed to say that you hate anyone under the same roof. You're just not allowed to. Here's the thing though, a group chat without the person, I think is very mean.
Same. And I'm a Kim stan. I'll back her in, but that's dog. And to admit it on a television show when you know it's going to be aired.
I can't believe we agree.
I know.
It's something that involves qualities and values.
Right.
And morals. I just think that is, in fact, on this season of The Masked Singer, there was a sort of a joke that was written about a WhatsApp group that Husey wasn't part of, and I had to run it, and I felt so bad with my Catholic guilt.
Yeah, it crept up.
To run the what didn't exist. There was no WhatsApp group without Husey. There's no that doesn't exist.
But it was just an ongoing gag.
But it was just supposed to be funny, and I was like, I feel a bit uncomfortable because I'm not mean like that.
No.
Yeah, that's mean. If you can't say something to someone's face, don't say it at all. But Courtney, the boring one, has come out and said that there is no group chat with her friends, which is what Kim was saying.
Yeah.
Kim was saying that Courtney's friends are coming to her and going, why is she so unusual? What's wrong with her? The group chat does exist, but it's just all the sisters and not Courtney.
Which I don't think is as bad. Like, I'd be way more upset if it were my mates. My sister's stuck with me for life, so talk all the shit you want.
I just think if there was a group chat, like if you had a work group chat and I wasn't in it, I would be so hurt.
Annie, delete the thread.
You dog. You absolute dog. Listen, I should be talking about like a Mexican bear, but I think we're out of here, do you?
We're
running out of time.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Now check this out. The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.